doesn't feel like a capstone.
I agree. That's just kind of like, sure. But remember, you're getting regular magical secrets and you're a full caster, so you have access to all
Oh
of the
yeah,
most busted spells in the game. So it's okay. You're
I
still
am
gonna have a fine time playing this
absolutely
bard.
okay with having a crapstone. Has anyone done that?
How have we not done that yet? Bob, you're a genius.
Ah,
Adding that.
you
Caverns
heard it
Creatures
here first.
15 crapstones. It's in there.
Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today we're taking another step down the Bard path with the College of Lore.
They're not paths, Bob. That's
What?
barbarians.
All
These are
right.
colleges.
I said College of Lore. Look, I'm trying to vary these up a little bit.
Gotcha.
Spontaneity is a new muscle for me.
All right, so you start with bonus proficiencies. So when you join the College of Lore at third level, you get proficiency with 3 skills of your choice. Bards already get a bonus skill, so you're on 8 skills. That's like half of. That's too many.
That's a lot of
You don't need
skills.
8.
Eh,
But sure, why not? You also get this
some
thing.
people want this.
Sure, you also get this thing called Jack of all trades. So the skills you aren't proficient with, you add half your proficiency bonus to anyway. So you're just like, you want to be the skill monkey character. This is half of that, basically, right?
Yeah, and
The other thing,
I think there are plenty of people who I don't know about plenty, but I think there are going to be some people who are taking this subclass for this,
I
even
100% agree.
though you get some really cool stuff down the line.
So this is the most taken Bard option if I remember correctly, and it's definitely it's the free one. It's the one that everyone gets, right? It's the one that's in their basic rules. I think this is a really incredibly digestible option for a full caster, right? This is just like
Yep.
I'm gonna pick this up because I get 3 bonus skills and a simple feature, and that simple feature is cutting words as well. So also at third level, you learn how to use your wit to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence out of others. When a creature you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, an ability check, or damage roll, you could use your reaction to expend one of your bardic inspiration dice, rolling it, and then subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can use this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails, or before the creature deals its damage. Oh, excuse me. The creature is immune to you if it can't hear you, or is immune to being charmed.
All right. A little bit confused here.
Let's do it.
All right. Yeah, let's. I mean, I get the ability check, but the
Yep.
attack roll, you get to choose to use this before you know if it succeeds or fails, or before it deals damage.
So you do it if you pick damage. You
Yeah.
do roll the dice and subtract it from however much damage will be dealt.
All right. I got it
So
now.
you can opt to say that hit you. I'm going to use this as to attempt to reduce the damage taken instead of
Mhm.
the odds of it hitting you, right?
Right. Gotcha.
Um, and because you can use after the creature makes the roll, but before whether it on success or failure, you get to know what the result is a lot of the time. So this is
Hmm.
going to depend about secret rolling. So if the DM is rolling in secret, you choose determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails. So if you use this on an enemy and they're rolling in secret, you don't know if they hit or not anyway, because you don't know what their roll is, right?
Right.
So again, on attack rolls against your enemies, when they're rolling in secret, it's pretty bad. But in everywhere else, where most people roll in the open, you can see like, oh, you rolled an 18. I'm gonna assume that it's gonna add up to a hit. I can try and subtract this. Maybe even say, I don't think subtracting the d6 will even change that outcome. I'm gonna reduce the damage instead. That's the general play pattern that this tends to have. You
Yeah.
use this on someone trying to grapple somebody. You go, I'd like you to not grapple my friend, please. I saw you rolled a 14. My friend rolled a 12. I think I can beat you by dropping that number by a d6 or whatever.
This this has a lot of bard flavor to it, not necessarily lore flavor though. Like
I don't think lore has anything to do with this, like
no.
whatsoever. This lore is just kind of the name they stapled to it. I think this is like most of the basic subclasses is just class plus. So like champion is just fighter plus. It's fighter, the fighteriest fighter that ever fightered. You just crit things better and make attack rolls and do nothing else. This is you make fun of people. That's what bards do. You're magical and you make fun of people and you're good with skills. And that's the entirety of the subclass. And lore has stone nothing to do with it otherwise.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of get it. Like, the bonus proficiencies and the the additional magical secrets we'll talk about. That I mean, yeah, the magical secrets more than the proficiencies, but I can get some lore flavor in there. I read a lot. I learned how to do these things by reading books and trying it out,
I
watching
don't
YouTube, whatever. But then that doesn't really, like, you were adopted, now you miss.
I've never once in my life played at a table with a bard that has read a book. So even lore bards, that's not their MO, right? That's not the point of a bard, I don't think, so much so in the modern day and age. I think bards are mainly scoundrels with spellcasting. They're rogues light, is how I often see bardic character types be, right? And I think this plays into that pretty well, if you ignore the name of magical secrets and lore. Maybe it's just me.
Yes. Well, then what are you playing this for?
Magical secrets,
All
like
right,
the
yeah.
abilities. This is one of the most flavor light options in the game, I think, and that's okay. I think a lot of the basic
Well,
options are good to be flavor light. Like, what about champion makes it a champion? It didn't win anything. You're not good at getting trophies. You're not like a high school athlete or anything like that. You crit better. I don't know what critting better has to do with champions, but they're not supposed to be flavor rich. They're supposed to be generic. They're supposed to be
I kind
accessible
of
to a
get
lot of
that. You're the
archetypes.
gladiator fighter. You're going in for cool killing blows.
By critting on 19s, you don't get like cool maneuvers or anything like that. You don't get like better things with nets. I
Yeah,
think
you've got maneuvers. They're just called better crits. Like, the maneuver is, the flavor
I
you're
feel
adding.
like you are jumping through a lot of hoops to find the fantasy and flavor of it. Would you agree with that at least? You have to jump through more
Yeah.
hoops to draw the line between the established theme and the actual features. That
Yeah,
fair?
but what I'm saying, when I'm playing it, if I want to feel like the champion fighter, when I do make that crit on a 19, I'm gonna say, I did it with some kind of style and panache. If I'm playing a lore bard, I wanna be a bookworm nerd.
I
And then
think. Go ahead, continue that thought. You're good.
no, I was pretty much done.
I don't think this lends to doing the bookwormy stuff, though, right? Like, it doesn't give you books. It doesn't give you reasons to use int. It doesn't give you any real bookwormy atmosphere or feeling. Like, you could opt to choose nature, arcana, and religion or history as your skills.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
beyond that, you could just take acrobatics, deception, and, animal handling and just be like, yeah, I was raised in a barn.
Yeah.
That's an entirely reasonable course of action to take too, right? That doesn't mean you can't play the bookworm with this. You absolutely can, but I think this does a really good job of being, what does a generic bard look like? How do we just say what's the subclass list bard's identity? I think it's this. And same with champion, same with thief, same with a lot of the other ones. Thief is actually a little bit more narrow comparatively, but a lot of these are just like generic bare bones. What does this look like if there weren't subclasses? I think that's what lore is. Moving on from that fun
Yeah.
conversation, which I think is going to take up most of the video's runtime because there isn't a lot to talk about here. At 6th level, you get additional magical secrets. So at 6th level, you learn 2 spells of your choice from any class. The spell you choose must be of your level or lower, a level you can cast, as shown on the bard table, or a cantrip. The chosen spell counts as bard spell for you, and it doesn't count against the other bard spells you know.
So you're not only getting spells outside your class, but you're getting additional spells. Like it, it doesn't count against the bard spells, so it's like,
Correct.
yes. Ah, that's really
Really
something,
busted.
especially because bards, they say additional. These are your first ones because bards don't get magical secrets until what, level 10?
Level 10 or 11, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, quick cheese you can do. Find Steed's a paladin spell. They normally have to wait until 5th level to get. You get it at 6th level with the 2nd level slot, and you can use self-cast spells that are way higher level than they can. So you can do some kind of cheesy munchkin stuff there. That's an easy jumping off point if you want to dive into some wacky builds and have some fun times Googling through, oh, well, what all spells give a ranged self? What can I do with those kinds of effects? That's a real busted thing you can do. Generally speaking, if you look at the paladin spells, take any of the 5th level paladin exclusives. Take Destructive Wave, and you'll have an AoE fireball around you that drops things prone, like 12 levels earlier than, or 7 levels earlier or whatever than Paladin will. Destructibility is a bad example because it's 5th level, but like, you can do that with your magical secrets down the road and just be like, I don't know why you waited till level 17 to get this feature. I've been doing it since I've had the slot for it at 6 levels prior. This is a way to kind of cheese the system. And it's also a way to kind of build your own bard. Maybe you just want to play a Necromancer bard. This is a way to play a Necromancer bard if you don't own the book that has spirits in it. I don't blame you because that's a niche little book. It's the Adventurer's Guide to Ravenloft or whatever. Vendrickton's Guide to Ravenloft, that's the one. So if you want to like build your own bard, you like a couple of spells in other classes, you want to take some, do some Armor of Agathis junk, you want to do some, I don't know, delving into niche spells that are in hard to use classes. Maybe you really love Hellish Rebuke and you want to make I am the Punisher whenever I get hit. Like I use my cutting words to make people worse at things, and if they hit me, I blow them up. The Hellish Rebuke's a lot better on Bard than it is on Warlock because you have all those spell slots to upcast and use with it and flexibly spend it without feeling bad about it.
Yeah, this is I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, the bonus proficiencies are going to be why some people take this, but most people are taking it for the additional magical secrets.
I actually might disagree. I would guess
Really?
the average D&D player is taking it because of the bonus proficiencies and cutting words. Because I don't think a lot of people that are taking this option are doing it because they're like in love with it. They're doing it because it's an easy on-ramping bard option. I think most other bards that would like to do the magical secret stuff, they might be doing spirits. They might be doing the other more complicated, complex bard options down the road that aren't, free and accessible and all that stuff, right?
Okay. If I was playing a lower bard, it would be because of the additional magical secrets.
That's a good reason.
And Fine Steed.
And Fine Steed, yes. Fine Steed bard shenanigans. You can do a lot of weird, janky, fun stuff with this.
Yeah.
We end on Peerless Skill, so starting at 14th level, when you make an ability check, you can expend EC Bardic Inspiration, roll a Bardic Inspiration die, and add the number rolled to the ability check. You can do this so after you roll the die to the ability check, but before the DM tells you whether you succeed or fail. Sure. You're better at ability checks, I guess. So you have expertise and peerless skills. So you'd be like, the DC's 35. I got this. Add a D12, add plus 14, then you can try and get those really crazy big numbers on some expertise skills.
Yeah, that's nice. Doesn't feel like a capstone.
I agree. That's just kind of like, sure. But remember, you're getting regular magical secrets and you're a full caster, so you have access to all of the Ghostbuster spells in the game. So it's okay. You're still gonna have a fine time playing this
absolutely okay with having a crapstone. Has anyone done that?
How have we not done that yet? Bob, you're a genius. Adding that. Caverns Creatures 15 crapstones. It's in there. If you wanted to play a bard, you jumped in, you saw Scanlan on Critical Role, the gnome bard with Mage Hand, or with Bigsby's Hand that was going around doing ludicrously high levels of debauchery, which is the iconic bard. I think this is an option that you can easily take and have a great time with it. It's, if you want to play, again, Edgin from the D&D movie, if you want to play Edwin, whatever his name was, the protagonist, but actually has magic, this is a great way to go. If you want to just play the smooth talking, you're hitting up everyone at the bar, you're doing all of the typical tropes, you can do it here. You can also build wildly different complex characters out of those level 6 magical secrets and just try and build your own version of the class. Take specific bard spells, pair them with specific warlock spells, pair them with specific paladin spells, pair them with specific ranger spells, maybe even. You can do some funky stuff here. Even like a 6 levels in this to get additional magical secrets to like load up an exact repertoire of spells while doing some martial BS. I could see that being a route to explore too. It all comes together to be like a pretty serviceable B-level option. It's really easy on-ramp, but let's be honest, bonus proficiencies and peerless skills aren't earning it a lot of points, and cutting words is fine, but like not that amazing.
No, I mean, like, ooh, I'm tempted to go just for the additional magical secrets.
Just for magical secrets? That's a bit much.
I mean, that's so many magical secrets when you combine it with what you're already getting as a bard.
But then you get no other features. Like, no other powerful features.
Yeah.
You get 2 spells of your choice. You gotta make them count, that's for sure. But, like, they have to be 5th level or lower, or 3rd level or lower.
Yeah. All right, be it is. But, yeah. It's a fun option.
It is a fun little
potentially.
Option, for sure.
Not very lore-y, though.
No, not even a little bit.
I think the magical secrets make it Lori.
They use the words magical secrets. That's what makes it Lori.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's up to you. You make it as Lori as you want to be.
Exactly. That's the point of these.
All right, that was the Lore Bard, the College of Lore Bard. Thank you, Sam, and thank you everyone for watching. Let us know your opinions down in the comments section below. Like, subscribe, hit all the buttons, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.